I've been in the Army for 23 years, retired in 1998. At first I was an M1, no, M60A1 tanker, and then I got selected for recruiting duty, and that's where I ended up in recruiting in Sacramento, California. Well, when I got out, the first thing they told me to go see some doctor, in which I did. And then when I got the letter saying I was 0%, that was it. I just left it at that. Didn't think nothing about it until a lot of friends told me, hey, you need to get checked because you should be more than 0%. So that was almost 23 years ago. And I never did nothing until now. I've got a younger brother who's also retired from the Army. I asked him, hey, who did you go through to get your disability? And he said, Trajector. And he said, check them out. That's who I got my advice from, my younger brother. I looked at others, but decided to go with you guys. Basically, it was a waiting game, waiting for you guys to set up the appointments and then tell me where the appointments were, and then making it kind of easy for me to go to areas that I was close to instead of far away from. Because my first appointment was like in Monterey, California. That's an hour or so drive, and it made it here in Fresno, which is only a couple minutes. So yeah, it was pretty good. I was kind of amazed because I didn't think I would get anything. Like it says, starting out at zero. That's where I figured I was going to end up at zero. And like I said, I have a lot of buddies that retired military. They tell me you should have came out at least 10%. I said, I didn't come out with nothing. So yeah, that was pretty cool. You know what? I really don't understand the pay system, but on how it works, all I know is that's 30% of my retirement pay is non-taxable, which is kind of cool. And if I had known that when I first started it, maybe I wouldn't have been taxed so much at the end, having to pay the IRS. Yeah, just that once you start the process, it's going to take a little bit of time, but always be patient. They'll work with you. Heck, I didn't know they were setting me up with appointments that could be done, such as the urinary tract infections or whatever. But had that checked out, that was pretty cool. You guys did your best in trying to get me more for things that I didn't know I could get. I thought it was going to be the usual hearing, the aching body, but there was a lot of things in process. And the thing is that try to answer all your guys' questions as best as possible and to go from there. Just be patient. It'll happen.